As the ball turns, welcome to Knicks at Night. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I had to switch the schedule up, but it's all hearts and it's all love from your neighborhood love dealer. How are you today? Hopefully, you're having a good midnight. Hello, good night, and good morning, all at the same time because midnight approaches. I happen to want to say something to you before Saturday rolls in because Knicks don't work on Saturdays. I try to reserve the Sabbath. Now, I was sleeping earlier and I heard something about dreamed about an herniated disc. So somebody's having back problems like lower back problems, something like that, herniated disc. So watch out for posture problems. That might be a sign of your body stored trauma, stored depression, things of that nature. Watch out for your posture. A person that has been going through prolonged pain might transmute that into actual feelings. They'll be angry as for the prolonged pain. I mean, of course, being hurt, being in pain would make you a bit short with people, but over time, that would bring about pain management, would then bring about pills. And some people who unfortunately they get injured, they get into these accidents, other things happen, and they get a pain prescription. However, some become very dependent on the pills. So a person with prolonged back pain, things of that nature, would probably be one of the ones that would get into uh that type of abuse, prescription of pain pills abuse, something like that. But I think this is why I was getting herniated disc. So maybe somebody's angry for that reason, and it transferred into their lifestyle, and next thing you know, they're just full on addicted to the pills and angry all the time. And over time, the pills changes your sociology. So now you're angry for other reasons, with withdrawal, like side effects, things of that nature, not being able to get it, the dependency, so forth and so on. And a person's lifestyle combined with that, very combustible. So I guess this is why I was getting something about the herniated disc. Also, when we're talking about the herniated disc, we're talking about the spine. So on the flip side of things, just maybe somebody did ascend to their 33rd degree, or somebody's having their 33rd birthday, which would translate into a 6. So somebody's trying to do some equal give and take. Somebody's trying to balance out some things. Good luck on that, hopefully. So I'm going to do what the four elements today. Woo! This ginger tea, boy. It's great for parasites. When you just got something just trying to suck on all your nutrients from the inside out, it's good to have something that'll get rid of the parasites. Mm-mm-mm. So I've got some Astro Matrix that I'm going to start shuffling. I got my jade ball today. I love me some green. My favorite. Keep my little stonesies. You wake up starving, darling. You don't want to wake up. You woke up starving, darling. But you don't ever get up. You want me to feed you, need you, roll around and please you, and I don't give it up. You want me to please you, need you, roll around and please you, and now I don't give a fuck. You woke up starving, darling, and you don't want to get up. You woke up starving, darling, and you don't ever get up. You want me to feed you, need you, roll around and please you. And now I don't give it up. You want me to feed you, need you, roll around and please you. And now I don't give a fuck. Just a little something. Mm. One of my favorite groups, Fleet Mac Wood. I don't know why these two keep hanging out together. So I don't know if this is a real life union or not, or if this is like a dream come true for somebody, but it is. These guys just fell out of the deck together. This is the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. And she's quite airy in her watery way, isn't she? Right? Wonderful. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? Look at that. Somebody's trying to get their house in order. There's the emperor there. All right, so we're going to start off with the fire element. And that's the emperor. He's straight out and look at his woman. She is busy. She's got hobbies. She's got things to keep her busy while he's wielding the world, looks like. So apparently somebody's emperor is getting some things together so that she can come out with her things. All right, so that sets the president. Hi, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, hello, hello. That sets up everything quite well. So some people are definitely looking towards some better times and better ways, but they have to get some things clear, and that is good. How are we tonight? Oh, strength just flipped straight out. We got strength, strength, strength. So without further ado, let's get this Aries reading done. All right. Not Aries. We said fire signs. Okay. Aries. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius first. Okay, so we're going to get that done. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I'll let you know what the elements are well, the signs are as I go through. This is just the one element that I'm doing, all three right here. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. That would be the Emperor energy, which is Aries, which is fire, which is the god of war. And then we have the Leo, which is the big cat, which is also something to be it's something to be amazed by, because the Leo loves the bravado. They love to be seen, and they also love to shake their mane, and they are supposed to be the king of the forest. So let's make sure we're in alignment. Okay, so then we've got the Sagittarius following up. That's the archer that is true and precise. That is the one that shoots the arrow. Not almost like Cupid, but a little different. Sagittarius is the horse figure. That's the I forget what mythical creature it is. I can't call the name right now. But yeah, that's what it is. It's the half horse situation. Dang, I cannot call out the species. It's a mythical species, and I had it on the tip of my tongue. Lost it. Whatever. So here we go, making sure the cards are upright. We've got death at the back. At the back of it, that's death and transformation. So maybe somebody is definitely awakening to their third eye. They are coming to the point of knowing that they cannot do the same things. They cannot turn back. They've come too far in life to turn back. You don't have to start off from scratch if you've already got some experience. You take what you have and you build from there, right? So we've got the King of Wands, and he's traveling fast in Aries season. Of course, we're in Aries season right now because it is in March. This is wonderful. Make sure everything is done as far as your taxes, because the last day is of taxes is supposed to be April, but I think it's different depending on your bracket, how you do business. But April the 15th is what they want you to panic about. Take what resonates. Okay, so we've got the King of Wands. Yeah, we've got this little lizard on the side here. So somebody's wielding some stuff going on here, and he's fast going. So we've got this real trickster type of energy. He's got a little bit of snakes, and he's got some lions. He's got a bit of duality going on. He's loud, proud, but he's not always upstanding. He's not really that trustworthy. So he's Mr. Big King Dingaling, and he gets around very, very fast. This is a 7, so this is very sneaky, cutthroat energy, black and white. He has a very black and white type of thinking. So yeah, hopefully. Ooh, this is not a big heartfelt Aries here. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not feeling that in this energy. So definitely during this fire season, there's some karma that's about to happen. Okay, let's see what's happening. Let's get into the cards. Let's spread out for, I shouldn't say it like that. Let's get the cards for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And they look kind of good. I said that 8. So the 8 of Cups comes straight out as soon as I say that. So we're going to hold what we got. We've got some Pisces energy with that Jupiter. Then we've got the 19, which is the sun. And that's that Leo, that nice bright illumination, some innocence, some joy, some innocent fun. And we've got the 4 of Wands, which is Aries energy. Okay, so we're definitely looking for our foundations here in Aries season. Pisces is the highest of the highest intuition, and it's about money. So somebody's definitely studying the money or following the money. They're very intuitive, so they're thinking intuitively about the money. How they're thinking about, I haven't figured that out yet. So we've got this illumination, this free spirited thinking, and oh, okay. So now I'm starting to see it. Hmm. So during this tax season, somebody is definitely trying to hold what they got so that they can actually go and get what they want. All right, now somebody's actually going to do some smart spending. So be careful of signing contracts. Be careful of the fine print and not knowing exactly what it means. It's okay. Do not allow anyone to rush you into signing contracts, as you will be the one responsible for it in the long run. Be careful of any scam schemes and co-signing. Be very, very careful with co-signing. I don't care how big the damn tiers are. Is your pocket big enough to handle the tears and the years of the interest you will pay if you co-sign for this situation? Be it any contract, be it any house, home, any apartment, any car, any contract where you would have to co-sign and your future would be determined on someone's paying record. I think you should think about that very hard. There should be a hard let me talk to you over here. Yeah, that sort of situation. So yeah, keep it together. So yeah, if you're saving up money, this is the great time to not spend it, because everybody will be having sales. They will be having flash sales. Everybody and their mama will be teaching a scam class or a fraud class, or they'll just be actually legit just trying to rip you off. Pay attention, pay attention. So really right now for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, just pay attention to any contracts or anything, especially if you're spending anything over 500 bucks. Definitely get some receipts, get some writing, get a contract. Make sure you get warranties and things of that nature, especially during this season, because there is a lot of fraudulent things going on. Hopefully that is going to work out for you. So let's get some more cards and see what's going on. Yep, this just fell out. So, someone is actually having mental clarity about something. Something is coming to the forefront about something, and it is something about, it's a lot. Somebody's cup is running over. All right, in this season, here we are. Somebody's cup is running quite over, and there's mental clarity about it too. So somebody has been illuminated, and they come to, maybe they just found out what they're getting back. I would hide it if I were you. Hide your debit cards, hide your information, hide your social security, hide your extra kids if you got more than a couple of kids and they haven't been claimed yet. Be very careful about that. They are doing audits, and it's going to get wild over the next few years as they have more digital tools in order to track how these things work. So be very, very careful. I did see someone something about something in Howard County, something like that, about a forensics place. And they found out that the agent in the forensic place was not that she was identifying the fingerprints wrong, it's just that she was kept stating that the fingerprints weren't enough to verify identification. I don't know if anybody understands that, but basically it was I don't know why I'm losing my words at the time. Someone wants my words. Get a dictionary. Get a dictionary. Actually go to school and stop trying to take the shortcut. Anyway, so as I was saying, so someone that works in forensics, they were compensating for it was like over 300 cases where the fingerprints were deemed not admissible, right? Not admissible in court. And it was due to this one specific clerk. So I think they're going to be straightening these things up, and they're working very, very fast. So straighten up and lie right. This is all I'm going to say. All right. So with that being said, there's some mental clarity. I don't know if I provided some mental clarity for somebody just there, but it feels a little lighter right after I said that. So maybe that was a bit of education for someone. I don't know if anyone has some pending fingerprint things that they have going on. My cards seem to be flying all over the place. And here we go with this dang obsession. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles. I'm taking it how it landed on the floor. We've got the Nine of Pentacles upside down, and we've got the Devil, which is obsession, which is the 15, that is Capricorn energy. So boy, we've got the Nine of Pentacles upside down. So somebody has mental clarity about these pentacles being upside down. And there is a lovely lady in a red dress. I don't know, she's got Virgo energy. So there is a controlling situation out here. Virgo is a very controlling sign, a very calculating sign, and they kind of see things one way. They don't see things both ways. They're very fixed when it comes to certain things. I was talking about that. Dang, the Hierophant pops up. So I was talking about that. I was talking about how they can be a bit controlling and overbearing and things of that nature. But these pentacles are upside down. So we already had death and transformation before we even came out straight out the gate. And this is that Virgo energy. So out of that controlling thing, there may be a situation where somebody's trying to control the pentacles, and someone's becoming very, very clear that it's all about the pentacles, right? Even though they're trying to hold up their money, they're trying to spend smartly, but someone else is fucking up the church's money, so to speak. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. That's what they're doing. They're look. She's beautiful. She's got her slip in the money. So she's always in the damn money. Look, see? All right, so she's upside down. I don't know why this chick's upside down. So we've got this devil card. Everybody knows, everybody can universally see that devil. The devil energy usually means Capricorn and obsession, stalking, demanding, commanding, domineering, that sort of thing. So, oh boy, every time somebody sees somebody get some money, somebody acting up, somebody acting funny. All right, so this chick, every time you think you're going to get some stuff saved up and get some good money together, some bull crap happened, because this person just seems to fixate on something, and she messes up the church's money. And this is the Hierophant group upside down. So it's all messed up. The religion's messed up. The ways are messed up. The values are messed up. The morality is messed up. The business messed up. I said the church's money is jacked up, son. Look at this. You see what I'm saying? So whatever organization, institution, coven group, whatever this is, a group of more than 2 to 3 people, this is what's happening in this group. Somebody's trying to save up the money. There's becoming some mental clarity that this person is effing up the money, and they're obsessed with messing it up. Whatever it is, their obsession with things just messes all the money up for this whole entire group. Let's do some counting. We've got a lot of counting to do. Good Lord. Why did I say that? All right. So now we got 18. 18 plus 4. All right, 22. Then we got the Ace of Cups. That's 23. Then we've got this 9 upside down. I don't know what you did, chick. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? So that's 32. And then we got the 15. The 15 and the 5. That's 20. And we had the 32. So that's 52. So that's 7. That's 7 again. We went all the way around. So it's 7 days of the week. This is some stuff all around us, all every day of the week. Somebody's got to figure something out. And that's also the 7 days. The 7th day was complete. The 7 days of the week. That's a whole complete cycle. So the cycle is trying to end out. However, let's pull some more cards. All right. So remember, this is Aries season. Also, this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Then we've got the Queen of Wands. So maybe this is what the obsession is. So the 9 of Pentacles was upside down with this Virgo energy. Then we got the Devil to the Capricorn. The last card that came out was the Queen of Wands. This person is abundant, I'll bet, but this person is basically chilling with the black cat. Very spiritual, high spirits, abundant, just sitting in a chair chilling with the sunflowers and things of that nature. So maybe this is why this is happening. Okay, so I'll show you all the cards in chronological order. Here we go. So basically, this chick is stalking this chick. And this is why the church's money is being messed up. And I wish I was making it up in the cards, but I'll let you see. So we've got this. This is the 8 of Cups. This is the money. This is intuitive. This is the cups. This is Pisces. This is this intuitively knowing you need to save up some money, right? Childhood dreams, opportunity, innocence, all started off innocence with this foundation. Everything was, it was a plan to get some money together. Everybody was going to be chilling. By this time this year, everybody was supposed to get a little bit of money. Everybody was going to be good. Mental clarity came when they realized that this 9 of Pentacles is upside down. Mental clarity came when they realized this 9 of Pentacles, this chick is upside down, trying to control, dominate the money, right? Then they found out the reason why all the money being messed up is because this chick is a devil energy, obsessed, using the institution, the family, the coven, the morals and everybody's morals, using all sorts of institutions, everything to justify stalking this chick. And this is in a collective. This is going on for several people in several places. I know. I've spoken to some. I got in the lift the other day and she said this girl is like her sister. I think she said her sister started off. Nice tall lady. I think she was I think she got a bakery or something. You wouldn't believe how many people are going through this situation at the same time. It's wild. So yeah, this is what's happening. The advice going on for this one. Let's get some advice for you guys on the fire sign side. Let's get some advice. Okay, let's get some advice. All right, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so the advice is get you some new friends with some money, because people with money and people with a life and people that actually have things to talk about, they're not stalking people. And you got to move away from these people. You got to be around a new group of people. It is what it is. So if the church's money is messed up, it's time for you to get into a new circle, a healthier circle, a new dynamic. You see how all these people are of different ages, different groups. Somebody needs to surround itself with something different. A place that's more accepting to animals, animal friendly to kid friendly, animal friendly, environmental friendly, abundant. You need to be in more abundant surroundings. 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and you need to master money. Somebody needs to master their craft, and they need to isolate and get into a better environment. So that's the advice going forward for our fire signs. That is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Hopefully this helps. That is the advice. You need to ground yourself and master your money, master your environment, and get yourself some better friends. There you go. All right. So that's with that. All right, let's move on to after fire, which if we started off, yeah, let's do water. And that would be Cancer, Scorpio. That would be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. PCS. PCS. What does that stand for? I hear the acronym all the time. I just can't. I'm always processing information. So PCS. That's a lot to do with a lot of stuff. All right, so the Ten of Swords just jumped straight out in Gemini energy. So somebody's being cutthroat. Maybe it's the cusper. Maybe it's just the Cancer, because Cancers could be the crybaby gangsters of the world. Cancers are very, very vocal about their feelings, and they really like to open people up. They like to they like to open you up like a pinata, just to see if they want to be over there or not. Not that they're really going to take you serious or not. They just want to see you pour out. So, if you're dealing with the Cancer, there might be a 1-800 compensation number for you. But back to the water signs, it's not just about them. So the Pisces could be something else too. They are the, I'll say, the Leo of the water signs, because they're big, they're vibrato, they've got the theatrics, they're very dramatic. But the thing about the Pisces is they're very detached from all the dramatics. They'll throw a whole projection at you and just be, and nonetheless moved. They won't be moved at all. So be careful with that Pisces as well. There might be a 1-800 number for you. So then we get down to the Scorpio. The Scorpio, Scorpios are very passionate, right? And they are invested in that shit. They did. They meant it, and they really felt it. So if they did it, there was an investment in it. Yeah, there was an investment. I don't care how much they say that they were. They'll look detached from what they did, but they were definitely attached to what they did. And that's what I can love about a Scorpio. A Scorpio is a very passionate person. Whether they tell you or not, or admit it or not, they're passionate. So while the Pisces is the opposite, they'll appear as though they're very attached to it, while being cold as a damn fish, hence of Pisces, right? And we got the Cancer who sits in the middle, and it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Remember they used to make chocolate looking laxatives? It's that type of shit. And that's what you're gonna get with a Cancer. All right, so we got the Ten of Swords. So somebody's hit him up. I'm not. I can't deny it. I'm rider. You don't want to mess with me. Hey, I think that Tupac was not only just a Gemini. I think he had some canceristics in here, because he had a way of doing his character where you just didn't know if that was him or not. So I really think he had some Cancer properties up in him. So we've got all of this. I don't know why it's got the Sun and Gemini right here. Sun and Gemini, Leo, big Leo energy, big bravado, big bravado lover. So somebody's torn to pieces. I'm falling to pieces. I'm falling to pieces. All right, so somebody's got a Gemini falling to pieces, or the Gemini's got them falling to pieces. There's something going on with that good old Gemini. Why is Gemini always the culprit? I digress. All right, so let me put that on back in here. I hate being the one. All right, so let's do it. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Let's go. All right. So apparently this is who these people are. That's the Queen of Cups and the Emperor and the Four of Cups. So somebody's making a good plan. I like these folks here. So maybe there's a kid on the way. I like these folks. I was talking about these folks at first. They just jumped out here together. And here's that Four of Cups. So somebody wants a damn family. And they're in the water sign. I don't know what's going on with you guys. Good luck with that. This is the water sign situation. And we've got some air. We've got the Emperor. We've got this fire, water. So we've got fire, water, air out here. We've got the moon, very intuitive. Four of Cups. We've got Cancer here, here, here. So Cancer seems to be leading away, which is the 50-50 sign. So somebody's going to actually have to be, god dang, emotionally available. Somebody's actually going to have a heart. Somebody's actually going to actually open up a little bit. This is wild. Okay, so Cancer, Scorpio, oh boy, Pisces. Intuitively, you know that there is someone who wants you. And you're doing your best to ignore this person. And they're standing here all proud and loud, but you are not paying this person any damned mind. You're actually, look, this is you and this is the offer. Isn't this funny? Look, this is you and this is the offer. And I can't say that it's a bad thing because you're at peace and it's green. So maybe you're not ready. We don't know. But there is this situation. Either this is what I'm looking at, or there's a man and a woman that are trying to get you to settle down and you're not trying to hear it. There are some people who fortunately and unfortunately believe that the very crux of their existence is to be with someone outside of themselves. But if you are still mastering your craft, you don't have to take the offer. You don't have to get into holy matrimony because everyone else feels as though this is what you have to do. But this offer is here. And also this can also be an offer of life. Maybe you don't see your life as ideal as this. Maybe you just really just want to coast for a little while, and that is okay as long as nobody is getting hurt. Do you, boo? But there is someone in a Cancer energy who either is maybe being coerced into getting into matrimony, or there is a couple that is waiting to set up shop like this, which it looks like a beautiful couple. It looks like a beautiful offer. But if you're just coasting and this is what you'd rather do, this doesn't look bad either. It's just that this cup looks great. And she's definitely ignoring it. So if there is a emperor out there and your empress is way too busy mastering her cup, you may have to be emotionally vulnerable because this is in the water. This is in the water sign. So we have to pay attention to all of the synchronicities and all of the signs because, hey, we have some cross watchers here. Yeah, somebody might have to be emotionally vulnerable because she's probably not going to stop paying attention. Like, I think this woman has been like this from youth all the way up into maturity. She's always been focused on her own things. And I get it. You will the world and everything, but if everybody's busy, how in the hell is anybody going to get busy? You see what I'm saying? So it looks like the emperor might have to open up a little bit like a Cancer would, and kind of be a little bit emotional, even though there's a 50-50 chance that might not work out. Those are the things we have to prepare for. Rejection is protection. And also, if you get used to the no's, you'll be prepared for the one yes you need anyway, because you only need one yes, right? So let's keep pulling and see what's going on. So now we've got, yep, so we're mastering. We got the Eight of Pentacles back out here, and we happen to have two fours, right? Two fours. I didn't even look at that. So this is the Eight of Pentacles here, mastering, still mastering in Virgo energy. But see what I was saying about this Emperor. The Emperor is four. The Emperor is four, and then this Four of Cups was here with her meditating, right? And that's the eight. The Queen of Cups was in the middle. Hold up. It was the Emperor that was in the middle. It was the Queen of Cups, then the Emperor, then it was the Four of Cups. Either way, it was still 4-4, which was the eight on top of the eight, which is 16. So far, we got 16, which is a seven. We've got this seven again. So we've got 1-7 at the beginning, and we've got a seven again. Why do we have all sevens? Then we've got this Ten of Swords back out here. All right, so no matter which way we go, it's somebody who feels betrayed about, or somebody, I don't know, it's a cross watcher. Somebody's going to feel betrayed, whether you pick your money, whether you get into a relationship, because you're not picking them. Because I keep seeing this old raggedy figure just keep, they're picked, they're nitpicked, they're henpecked. They just picked all apart. Dang, they raggedy. Dang, man. You wow. The vultures is man. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, so either way, whatever this Empress picks, or Emperor, divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever they pick, it's somebody that's going to be heartbroken. Whether they go to master the coins, whether they go on to master a relationship, it's somebody out here that's going to be heartbroken. And for real, you're going to be heartbroken, Emperor, if you don't get off your tail and go and get your Empress. I understand she's mastering her coins, but why would she give up mastering her coins for just anyone who tapped on her window? You guys be fickle. You say you want a woman that's busy, and you want her to stay focused until she picks better. Then she waits for better, and you want her to assume that you're better without any proof or receipts. Make that make sense. You're going to have to show us something. She's not just going to open up because you just want to try. This is not the dollar store or KB toy stores when they got the buttons, the old buttons, when you push and say try me on the store, in the store when you try the toys. They don't even really want you doing that no more because batteries cost. Anyway, that we got Judgment. Judgment is out here. So the universe is called Judgment, or did we? And we already had that 7, then we got that 20. We got that 20 came out, and that made that 27. And 27 makes that a 9, which makes that divine. Okay, that's what's up. So let's keep going. Let's pull a few more cards and see what's clear before we get into some advice. Then we've got the Queen of Swords. So someone's got to get cut off, because the Queen of Swords comes straight out here with the hitter. She came straight out here with, yeah, like, come here. You gotta go. So somebody needs to cut something off, be it masculine or feminine energy. Someone needs to be cut off, or something needs to be cut off with a head. You know, sometimes the head of the corporation, or the person that started the shit in the first place, got to be cut off. And this is what it looked like. She said, come here, I'm done with you. Look at the little cherub on the side. He's exhausted. So somebody that exhausted the innocence, the purity, the free spirited, the life of the party, the butterfly. Look, the butterfly is freedom. The cherub is the innocence. She tired. She want to just be in a nice, chill environment. Come here. You got to go. Just come here. You see that hand? Come here. You got to go. Let me cut you. Such a judgment for a beautiful lady. But it's going to get ugly if you keep on messing with her. Justice pops right out. Wow. Okay, spirit. All right. So we got Judgment, Queen of Swords, and Justice came straight out. After we hit that 9 with the divine, then we hit the 11, and 11 came out with the 9. 9 plus 11 is 19. But no, 9 plus 11, that's the 20. That's the 2, which is balance and polarities, which is things are going to come into balance after that cut happened. So I'll show you the cards. Okay, water sign, and then we're going to get into, see, blind faith. Decisions have to be made. Way down. Blind faith. Decisions definitely have to be made. Told you, justice. Okay, so I'm going to show you the cards in the order that they came out. And we're going to count. Because that is so funny. All right, so we got this Queen of Cups. She's looking. She's busy. We got the Emperor. Remember, this is the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We got this Queen of Cups. Then we got the Emperor. Then we got the Four of Cups. That was 8. Then we got the 8 of Pentacles. That was 16. Then we got the 10 of Swords. That was 26. That's 8. That's karma. The Queen of Swords. No, hold up. Judgment came first. That's the 8. Then the 20. That's the 28. That's that 10. Wow. That's that 10 for complete wish fulfillment for the judgment. The judgment. The Queen of Swords came out here. Come here. Let me get you. Let me cut that off. Let me get that off you. Let me get that off you. I don't like that. I don't like how that happened. Let's cut that behavior out. Let's just cut you out. Let's cut this out. Let's cut that out. Something got to get cut out in the justice. That's 11. Hold up. That was that. What? That was that 10, then 11. That's 21. That's 3. Go back to create. Go back to create. And what was at the bottom? The 2 of Swords. Justice. At 2 of Swords was decisions got to be made. That was at the bottom of the deck. All right. So the advice for water signs going forward, besides the fact that somebody's got to be cut off, or some things got to get cut off, or some things got to end. Maybe stop the pills, because I was mentioning pills earlier. Somebody might be under pain management, and the pills might have changed the way that they interact with people, because over time, if you take pills or you have pain management, that would change the way you see things. That would change the way you interact with people. Either it be the pain or either it be the side effects from the medication. We don't know. Remember, this is the water signs right here that I'm doing. We already did that. We mentioned that back in the fire signs that we started in. 10 of Wands, heavy burden in lovers. That's Gemini energy. So what is the advice going forward for water signs? All right, 4 of Wands. That is get your house in order. Get some rest. 4 Dang, 4 just popped out again. And then we got 443. 443. That's the beginning of somebody's number. That's the beginning of a lot of people's numbers. So it's definitely, and I usually do, I do worldwide, but this is local. 443 just came out. 4 Wands, 4 Swords, and 3 of Cups. So phone communication. So this is basically what the advice is. I don't know if there's going to be phone communication, because it's saying 443. 443 is the beginning of numbers. This is going to be because this is saying something about foundation. Somebody has to get their house in order so that the celebration, so that things can equal out. 4 Swords just says get some rest. This is resting. This is taking some time. Restoration. 4 Swords, Libran energy, so that you can balance out. And we've got the Aries energy. So somebody's definitely trying to take hold of this situation and write this foundation. Then we got the 4 Swords, that is rest and restoration, things of that nature, getting, why guarding yourself? Because you still have armor on while you're sleeping. I don't know how comfortable that is, but yeah, I guess this is just enough rest to get things back together. And you see, you got this stained glass. You see it. I'm resting in a holy place. So it's basically taking sanctuary. Right now, I guess somebody needs to take sanctuary or just try to stay safe, And then we got this 3 of Cups celebration. So if this can happen, that's 8 plus 3, that's 11. So somebody's going to master their situation. Somebody's going to have to master keeping themselves safe, or keeping their house safe, keeping their foundation safe, keeping their yeah. Somebody's going to have to protect their home, protect their foundation, protect everything that they built. Take sanctuary, stay safe. It'll all work out, man. And that's what I got for the Cancer. So whatever's going on with that situation with the Emperor and the Empress, there's that situation where they're going to have to just keep their love safe. If they got some union or something that they trying to, they already have established or something, they got to protect it by keeping their house safe, their sanctuary safe, keep their union safe, keep people out of their business, stay away from unwarranted advice, get rest. It's not always good to have a lot of people around when you trying to do something. Two people don't need 50 people around to get their stuff together. Two people don't need 50 people around to celebrate their things together if they're together. You understand? So sometimes you got a clean house. That's what I'm getting to. You got a clean house. And whoever's taking the pills, drink more water or something, dilute it or something, because over time you can also give yourself liver. You can weaken your liver with that. Your body has to and you can weaken your kidneys with that, because your body has to filtrate all of them chemicals and stuff, and those are your body's filtration systems. So be careful taking all of them pills and stuff. All right, stepping on up to the earth signs. And that would be Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Yeah, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So we've got wish fulfillment and we've got Five of Pentacles. So somebody's going this way and somebody's going that way. So this is the seesaw effect. Somebody's going up, somebody's going down. We've got Pisces and Taurus energy. All right, so we've got a 15, which is a 6. So somebody's trying to find a way to balance this out to make this equal give and take. There's the 10 of Cups to the 10 of Cups to the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, let's get it done. So that's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Step it up, step it up, step it up. All right, so let's get it done. All right, so we've got the Knight of Cups. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. So somebody's trying to balance out their responsibilities. You might want to check out, well, you might got to listen to the whole reading, because it's very interesting how all the signs interact with one another on the board. All right, so we've got Jupiter energy with this Capricorn. We've got Jupiter energy twice with this Capricorn, and we're already in retrograde. So it's a lot of stuff that's out of order. People just seem plain crazy right now. It does seem wild, because we're in like a heightened political environment right now. The stacks are high between the delegates and the mayor and governor and the state's attorney. Like all this stuff is just making me think of legislation. And it doesn't look, none of these cards look like law. Well, hold up, this one does. This one does, because it has church and state, basically by the way of the sword, by the way of the armor, and by the way of the stained glass. It has a lot to do with that. So there's an offer, or an opportunity, I should say. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups to the 2 of Pentacles to the 4 of Swords. So it's 2 of Pentacles, that's the 4, that's the 6. And that's Capricorn to Libra energy. Something's trying to balance out by way of church and state. And why is there always a love offer had to do? And throughout history, it's always something about requited love and unrequited love that starts wars and ends wars and all this stuff. And you'd be surprised at how much political crap is because of a man and a woman who either came to an agreement or disagree. So it's a lot of bull hockey, and it's just a lot of it's tiring, really. This is tiring. All right, so this is Healthy offer from a Knight of Cups, which is the young one of the younger guys in the deck. Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups. So this isn't necessarily a very fruitful offer. It's a silver cup. It's not even a gold cup, and it looks empty to me. He's just holding it high enough. He just holding it high enough. All right, so somebody's coming to offer a piss or offer a cup of piss. All right, this cup, it's a cup. It's an offer, but it has nothing in it. It has no value in it. It's just a cup. He's just coming to just offer you, just to give you an offer. I mean, the cup, it looks nice enough. He's on a white horse. The horse is bowing. It looks pretty nice, but it's a really empty offer. And it's a Knight of Cups, so he's going to have to do a lot of work to fill the darn cup. So he's coming to you with an empty cup and he's offering to you. It's up to you if that's what you want to do. Right now, it looks like she's trying to balance out her situation, and this is the earth sign, and earth signs don't like it. It's they don't act right when there ain't no money involved, so they just, I'd rather just do me right now and get some rest. So basically, this is what this is looking like. This is very fast. This is very, I'm gonna get some rest. Doesn't look like it's much going on over here. I'm gonna go get some rest. And if you know a earth sign, then you know we're not gonna eat. There's not going to be drinks. There's not going to be fun. Oh, I'll call you back. And they walk off. And you may never hear from them again because why did you think I wanted to come out with you and starve? I can presently hear my stomach. Like, Tauruses like to eat, and Capricorns like to eat too. Although they're on the more frugal side. A Capricorn, they're frugal, but they'll eat. They'll spend on themselves. They'll spend for what they want, but they're frugal to the point. A Taurus is different. A Taurus is not so much champagne drink, Kool-Aid pockets. It's just that they'd rather you spend it than them. And they'll determine the friendship based on how you spend on them. Now, if you spend a 20 on them, they'll spend a 20 on you. But if they've already spent a 20 on you and you think that you're going to start spending $10 on them, they'll start to think less of you. So they're always measuring. So a Taurus is always measuring your leverage to their leverage. So they're always leveraging. That's the Taurus. And when it comes to what is the Taurus, the Capricorn, and the Virgo. Now, the Virgo is the cheapest. They don't want to spend a damn thing. And they hoping you won't pay for everything. And it doesn't matter what you spend. If they don't like you, they don't care what you spend. And if they like you, they don't care what you spend any damn way. They're just a really disrespectful sign. Not all of them. I think I've met. No, no. Somebody proved me wrong. Anyway, there for the Virgo. Like, you just don't know what you're going to get from a Virgo. It doesn't matter if they like you or not. They just might abuse you just for shits and giggles to see if you'll stay. I don't know. I've never understood a Virgo my damn life. I just don't. I just know that at times I have Virgo attributes and at times I don't because I'm a mutable sign. I take on what I can. All right. So with this earth energy, it's, yeah, if there's an empty cup, they're going to rather balance out their career, their situation. They might find you out in the balance might be getting rid of you, and they're going to go rest and eat and do some nice stuff that they want to do by themselves. Because if I invited you out, God forbid you don't have your own and I got to pay for it, I don't want to do it. And if the earth sign is ghetto enough, they're going to talk about you, especially if it's a Taurus. All right. So let's go. Let's pull some more cards on the earth signs because y'all funny. All right, then we got Ten of Pentacles. Right. Didn't I say that if you come across especially a earth sign and you don't have a lot, they're looking for somewhere else to be. They're looking to get another group. They're looking for the people who have the money who are going to feed them or have some type of resources that they can balance out with. It's not that they all want to use you, it's just that you need to be useful, if you get what I'm saying. So that is for earth sign. It's not that they want to use you, it's just that they need you to be useful. Um it's just for Virgo, it's like they don't necessarily gotta like you to use you. It is what it is. All right, so then we got the Ace of Swords. So yeah, that was the cutoff, and the protection. Always protecting the crown. Always will. They will have safe actual encounters. However, just make sure if you're out there and about, even if it is an Earth sign and they frugal, um, they will shoot up the club and then protect their money, but they won't wear no protection. So you just make sure you make them wear protection, because you might be a good mother, but they didn't say they was gonna stay with you. For the people in the back, just because he said you look like you'd be a good mother didn't mean that he was gonna stay to find out. Okay, so make sure you protect your crown and down there. Make sure you protect that, because that right there might be useful. Didn't mean I was gonna stay and keep using it either. So that's for the earth signs. King of Swords. Yep, freedom. You see them butterflies? Freedom isn't free. And there go the sword right there. Make sure he cover that thing up, because mama's baby, daddy's maybe. All right. So pay attention, because it can get ice cold. Because I do not see no emotions. I see no hint of red. He looks like a real douchebag. He looked like he'll give you the wand, and that's it. Walk away and be a cloud. Look at all them clouds. He'll be a ghost to you. All right, so pay attention if that is your case. Pay attention. Make sure you use protection. If you don't want to get pregnant, do not lay down with nobody unless y'all have a clear understanding of what's happening before you go down and when you get up. Clear, concise communication. If you have nothing to offer and you are not useful, a earth sign will definitely look for um better waters to be in. And just because they will lay with you, do not mean that they will stay with you. Do not fall for it. You look like a good mother. You look like you would be a good mother. You damn right. You can make a sandwich and you can make a baby, but that does not mean I will stay with your butt. Okay? Pay attention. All right, so that's pretty much clear. We got the chariot, so this is fast moving. We moving right along through this. Let me pull one more. Ace of Pentacles. So pay attention. Keep your eye on the prize. There are plenty opportunities as you go forward and you go through. Just pay attention. Be safe. Safe sex. Make sure that you protecting yourself against STDs, and make sure you protecting yourself for financial follies. Financial follies look like getting into relationships with people who do not really want to be in a relationship, and knowing that you're not in a relationship. The lovers. I'm so silly. The lovers. So yeah, love yourself, because that's the only way you're going to be able to cipher if a person loved you. If you love yourself enough that you will be able to let that person go or tell that person no. That's the only real way to find out if a person loved you, is if those things can happen. All right. Let's get some advice for the earth signs going forward. I mean, they're pretty much cut and dried. Just pay attention. Don't get caught slipping. Don't let nobody word magic you into something when they basically don't feel anything for you. They just looking for your reaction. Um, then we've got Five of Pentacles out in the cold. Damn. Then we got four. Nah, 4 cups. Then we got the lovers. Bam. Okay, so oh wow. So 15. All right, so the advice going forward. All right, so some people are going to be left out in the cold. Some are going to be mastering themselves and not taking any offers. And then we got the lovers. So for the earth sign, so somebody is totally loving this. Um so somebody's out in the cold while somebody's getting mastered and they're loving on themselves. This is what I'm getting. So Yeah, the earth signs are loving on themselves and they're mastering their coins and not taking any offers. So this might be a dry season for the earth signs right now. Wow, earth signs, y'all ain't feeling nobody. I don't feel no love right now. I don't feel any love right now. Oh wow. Okay, so the only love I do see on the earth signs is the loving of themselves. Like that's it. So that's not bad. If you want to go into hermit mode, you got to leave people out in the cold so that you can find you again, then that's what's up. But trust me, somebody does feel a bit cold without you. Okay, earth sign. So and you probably did hurt some people's feelings by being this way, so try not to be too contrite, because if you actually do have feelings and you're not as robotic as I just described, somebody needs to see it. You're hiding it very, very well. And that could very well be the reason why you can't find love. If you're an earth sign, it's because you present too mechanical. And that's very off putting to a person who wants to love you, because if you're cold like that, they really don't know what's going to happen. They really you look like you have post nut clarity. And that could be awful for a person that thinks that you gonna always be like, okay, well, I'm ready to go. Bye. That was nice. Toodaloo. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the way you present, because I ain't gonna lie though, I'm not gonna lie. I presented that way before, like, okay, that was it. Toodaloo. And that could be damaging to the soul. So, and I do have a good amount of Taurus in my chart, so I'm definitely, I could give less of a, yeah. So be careful of presenting that way. I'm becoming so very self aware as I just did that whole analogy. Yeah, I can be pretty cold like that. So yeah, if you have feelings, present them. Don't be a chump, and be 100 when you snatch them back. If you have to, snatch them back. But don't be no chump. Don't be no sucker. But try not to be such an asshole or too mechanical, because that's also off-putting. People really don't know what your gamut is, especially if you do honestly want love. People need to see that there's like something over there, like your heart does beat a little bit. Don't be the Grinch in the middle of summer. Okay, so yeah, this is March. This is, March Madness. So a lot of the masculines there that are performing for their friends right now, they're going to be performing for their friends. So if I were you, I would just be looking for fun right now, especially during tax season, and people are going to be able to fake flex right now. So if I were you, I would just have fun, have safe fun, have clear fun. If love happens, that's what's up. But right now, enjoy your life. Love yourself, take care of yourself, stack some money, and make some good decisions. All right? Go on through life, earth signs. You got this, because y'all like money, but got to even it out with a bit of love. You guys are getting a bit of a hard what's that, reputation. Okay, a reputation to be hard to love. Okay, because you guys get a bit mechanical when you guys can't figure out the love thing. And it's not that you don't have hearts, it's just that when you can't figure out the love thing, you guys retract back to the default of, okay, so how much money is it? And you're like, hold up, I thought we were heating up to the moment. And you're like, that made me feel awkward. Now I just want to buy some choco tacos. Like, come on now. Like, come on, Taurus. Everything can't turn into a transaction so that you can prove that's love. Sometimes there has to be some emotions actually exchanged. You know what I'm saying? Not the dollar, but the actual emotion, not the hump, but the actual emotion, the actual intimacy of letting someone in sometimes. Sometimes you got to be very clear, because Tauruses will play dumb a lot if you allow them to. All right. And not so much Capricorns. It's not that they play dumb, it's just that they just won't turn over, like the engine. It goes and it won't start. Like it takes a while to start up a Capricorn. So it's not that they're cold, is it takes a bit to warm them up. A Virgo, they could be very one-sided as far as emotions. Like even if a Virgo falls for you, they'll still never really want you to know because they're still so afraid of losing control. I think that's the reason why they can't really do love too good. A lot of them that I've come across is because they're too busy trying to control it that they'll f up the love and they'll end up in some other kind of creature that they created because they're too busy trying to control it. Weird people. Now, it's not all of them. Take what resonate, but you know, if you know, you know. All right, so that's the analogy right there for the earth signs. Yeah, you guys are going to do some good self-love, some self-mastery, but you guys have to master also the other side of love. You also have to master the other side where you can actually trust somebody with your heart. Let them in and don't eat them out of house and home in order to prove that they love you. Like, come on now. Okay. So that's that transactional love that I was talking about. Now, okay, so let's get over here to the air signs and we're going to end this out, right? Because next, and it's at night and it's technically Saturday. So we've got the hanged man on a empty cup. So before we get into it, you know that Libra, what is it? Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, AGL. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This is the stagnation. This is the empty cup, right? This is the Knight of Cups. So, and this is a 12, which is a 3, which is the trine. You see, this is it just jump right out. Neptune. So it just jumped straight out. And here we go, the air trine. And so right now we're at a standstill, or there's some things that are slow moving while we think and ascend, essentially. So the air signs, what's holding up the air signs right now in this Aries season? What is holding us up in this Aries season? This is the air signs. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. So this Knight of Cups will not go away. So there's somebody but an empty offer that's chasing an Empress. Excuse me. Excuse me. Woo. 8 of Cups. I am right on the money. There's somebody broke, somebody broke is chasing this Empress. This Empress is abundant. She got her belly on her. She is got a big swollen belly and she is glowing. Her heart is, look, she's living a very plush lifestyle. She is in a comforter, baby. Look at this. What she want with this? What she gonna do with this? It looked like he coming to fill his cup off of what she got going on. Baby, we is not doing that. All right, air signs, what are we doing? And then we got the 5 of Pentacles. He is out in the cold. No, 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 no. She don't want to be with you, sir. No. And then look, and it's an 8. That is karmic. That is highly karmic. Baby, she not coming up off this throne to go be with you, baby. That is karmic. He came out first, right? With this old funky cup with nothing in it. You see it? It's not even gold. She's sitting here in all her abundance, fat and flourishing and chilling out. And you mean to tell me you want her to be like this just because she with you? I think the heck not. That's karmic. And that was a 5 and a 3, a 3 and a 5. So somebody 35 or somebody 35, somebody 53, somebody born in or somebody can be born in 53. Because I know they ain't born no damn 35 out here on this clearance rack. Taurus energy, they better not. Taurus energy, big Taurus energy, Venus Taurus energy, so it's feminine. So even if it's a male, even if it's a masculine, he being petty, he being childish and petty. Out in the cold, 5 of Pentacles. So somebody is definitely being very petty, childish and petty. 5 of Pentacles with the 3 with the Empress. Ain't no way in the hell this Knight of Cups is coming to come take from this woman and end up, and even if he's not going to take from her, he is going to take from her essentially by being in her presence, because he's going to put her in poverty. Sometimes being connected to people will mess the money up, will mess up the church's money. And even if this empress is a divine masculine, which means it's just a masculine who is nurturing, who is caring, who is also abundant and flourishing, and is very, very creative, and is a very fine man. It could be a fine man that is representing this empress. Either way, whoever's trying to offer this empty cup, it could be a masculine broco who just don't never take care of her bills, but she's always offering something, which is not she not offering no meal. She can't offer no house, but what she do offer is herself. Because this could be both ways. This could be a divine masculine who just, he got it all by himself. And here go a woman who ain't got nothing but a good ride for him. She can open her leg, she can bend it over, but the cup empty as hell. And if this is just the feminine, that is the feminine, why would she open up her house to a man who ain't got nothing but a horse? Yeah, he might got a big member, but that cup empty as hell. She do not need that. Either way, that would be a karmic decision, and they will be out in the cold, or eventually somebody would go broke, or he left somebody out in the cold, or she's leaving somebody out in the cold, because the situation is karmic. Because either way, I got an 8. Let's keep pulling. Dreams and illusions here. So somebody wants abundance. Somebody has dreams and illusions. Maybe this is what he think he gonna get if he get with her, and maybe this is what she got on her mind, and it ain't gonna happen if she get with him. Take it as it resonates. Or it might be a vice versa. It might be a broke woman trying to come to a very abundant man, and if he mess with her, he gonna go broke, or he gonna be left out in the cold from the real family that he want. Once again, somebody is like, I don't want this offer, even if it got something in the cup. I need to just chill. Somebody just don't want it. Somebody just not ready. Somebody just don't want it. And this is in the air signs. Right now, like I said, right now in the air signs, this is Emperor energy. And Emperor energy just landed out here right after the 4 cups. So we got the 3 to the 5 to the 4 to the 4. Either way, we got 2 8s again. 3 and 5 is 8. 4 and 4 is 8. 16, 7. We keep coming back to this. We keep coming back to this. So this is the third read with a 7. The other one was what? 8? No, the other one was 11. Something like that. Either way, this is the third 7. And I don't take a lot of, it don't take a lot of convincing for me. So somebody's about to get lucky. Somebody's about to hit the jackpot and actually get the relationship that they actually did want. I didn't get to that part in this reading yet. After the 4 cups, it came the emperor. The emperor came in Aries season, right? For the air signs. That is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So if you're an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, this is what's going on. Either you're a man or you're a woman, and somebody's trying to offer you an empty cup. Somebody's trying to put you in poverty by way of a relationship. And you got to be very careful with cups that you take. Even a good looking cup can definitely put you in a situation. So as you wait for your emperor, make sure that you are balancing out your pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles. Always keep a fresh idea and a fresh perspective. Keep on your toes so that you can stay sucker free. You see, she got a goat. She got a goat sitting here. She got a goat. So she's trying to become the greatest of all times, okay? She's in abundant land. She's on farmland. She's got a lot. She's got broad vision. You see how she's holding up? She's got a vision for these coins, right? And I think she's waiting for this emperor because the emperor came right up under the empress. I want to show you how this came out. I just want to tilt it down. You see how they came out with this one underneath? You see it? Right. So that leads me to believe that eventually they gonna line up, because the way he lined up right underneath the Empress, the Emperor lined up underneath the Empress, which brought that to a 7, which is 7 complete. Um, on the 6th day, he was on the 6th day he made the last days, and on the 7th day he was complete. So he rested. Right. That's Domingo. That's Dominion. So power and dominion. So damn. Hopefully, maybe this weekend between Sunday and all throughout towards the summertime, there's this situation where there's some empty offers being offered to an empress or a masculine, and someone's trying to put somebody in poverty. So you got to be very, very careful managing your cups until this emperor or until your empress arrives, because this emperor, like I said, is interchangeable. It can be a woman that's standing on her bully, paying her bills, keeping everything tight until she actually meet the right person, or it could be a man who's basically wielding his sword, making sure everything's straight, making sure everything is clear for when he finally do meet his woman. He got enough so that he can take her into his world. Because remember, the empress has to be able to seamlessly be in the emperor's world in order for the emperor to be an emperor. And the empress, she brings her own abundance. There is no empty cup. Even if it's not money, she brings her own abundance. She brings ideas. She brings creativity. She can have the kids, but she can also raise the kids. She can make your house clean. She can make everything smell good. She can take what you give her and she can make it bigger. If she cannot take what you give her and make something with it, then that is not the empress. That is a black hole that you've been swallowed up into and you happen to like it. Swallow, swallow, not sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so yeah. So keep a fresh perspective. Keep your eye on the prize, because the prize is more than just money. It can be your heart, it could be your abundance, it could be your inspiration, it could be your purpose. You know what I'm saying? So keep your eye on the prize. A relationship that knocks you off your square should be reevaluated. Your relationship shouldn't put you out in the cold of life. It shouldn't put you out in the cold of everything. If you have a relationship that isolates you from opportunities, chances, other relationships, other couples, growth, it separates you from yourself, God, it separates you from, doing the things that you had to do to stay in alignment with you, then that's not a relationship. That is damage. Okay. So until then, this has been Night with Nyx. My tea is cold. So the advice for that, I just gave you the advice. I hope you all find love and good love, or find the love for yourself, and enough love so that you don't gotta hurt nobody else. You understand? So yeah, don't come for me because somebody's spinning you.